Here is what happened. In February 2024, Kendrick Lamar dropped a verse on a feature. Not his own project, someone else's song. 7 words changed the entire industry. Mother asterisk asterisk K, the big 3. It's just big me. That verse started a war. That war produced Not Like Us. Not Like Us crossed 1 billion streams on Spotify, while the lawsuit against it is still active. And the fallout from that single diss track became the Grand National Tour. $358.7 million. 39 shows. 1.76 million tickets sold. The highest grossing co-headline tour in music history. You are looking at the most profitable sequence of events in modern hip-hop. A beef, a diss, a Super Bowl, a record-breaking tour, and Kendrick Lamar never changed his formula once. Here is how you build a $358 million empire out of 7 words. Before the tour, before the Super Bowl, before the records. You need to understand where Kendrick actually was. In early 2024, Kendrick Lamar was critically acclaimed, but commercially conservative. He had not headlined a major tour since the DAMN tour in 2017 and 2018. 7 years, no stadium run, no co-headline, no victory lap. GNX did not exist yet. The Super Bowl slot was not confirmed. He had 111 million Spotify monthly listeners, but had not converted that into a live touring economy at scale. What he had was a verse, and a willingness to go somewhere nobody expected. When Like That dropped in March 2024, the verse was a provocation. Kendrick Lamar was telling the industry where he stood, not in the big 3. Above it, Drake responded multiple times, and Kendrick answered each response with precision. Not Like Us dropped May 4, 2024. It peaked at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, and it never came back down. Look at this number, 430%. The day after Super Bowl 59 on February 9, 2025. Not Like Us saw a 430% surge in daily streams. That single performance, one night, one halftime show, reset the song's commercial trajectory 1 year after it dropped. Here is the compound effect you need to understand. The beef generated the diss. The diss generated the Grammy wins. Record of the year, Song of the Year, both in the same year. Not Like Us is now one of only 6 rap songs to win Record of the Year at the Grammys in the award's entire history. The Grammy wins generated the Super Bowl conversation. The Super Bowl performance generated 130 million views, second only to Rihanna's 2023 halftime show. And the Super Bowl generated the tour announcement. Each event was fuel for the next one. Kendrick did not plan this as a linear campaign, but every decision he made compounded correctly, and the industry was watching. The Grand National Tour was announced December 3, 2024, 11 days after GNX dropped. That timeline is not an accident. Kendrick released an album with 0 physical pressings, no traditional rollout, no radio campaign. He dropped it as a surprise on November 22nd, and it debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 with 319,000 equivalent album units. GNX occupied the entire top 5 of the Hot 100 the week of its release. He was proving something before the tour announcement. He did not need the traditional machine. The tour structure was co-headlined with SCA, his TDE labelmate for over a decade, presented by Live Nation, PG Lang, and Top Dog Entertainment. That credit line matters. PG Lang is Kendrick's own company, co-founded with Dave Free. This is not an artist giving up tour revenue to a single corporate structure. This is an artist controlling the presentation layer. The ticket average was $218.20 per seat. That number is specific. That is not stadium filling, desperation pricing. That is a deliberate decision about who can access the show. Every single stop sold out. Here is what the numbers mean structurally. The Grand National Tour grossed $358.7 million. That number passed Beyonce and Jay-Z's On the Run to Tour by more than $100 million in total. On the Run to toured in 2018 with $253.5 million. It is also the only hip-hop and R&B co-headline tour to pass $200 million. The second highest is $198 million. That is how large the gap is. On the night of April 26, 2025, at a TNT Stadium in Dallas, Kendrick grossed $11.8 to $2 million in a single night. Touring data reported that performance made him, in their words, the highest-grossing black man in history for a single live performance.